6:41 p.m. Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. 6:41 p.m. Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. I just like to do this at least like once a week or so. Keep a consistency with TikTok, but I also hang out for a minute and hope maybe I can get some interaction going. Then I have a better chance of creating TikTok that's worth keeping or making videos out of if any of you guys would come on here while I'm actually live. And we just, do it like a discussion way. I'm a lot better off. I don't care how people feel about things or think about anything. Like, the only thing that matters to me about with like doing videos or live streams with people is like not like purposely getting me a strike. Like, unless you have something very, very like new and important about all the stuff in 2020 and everything like that, I don't even want that really brought up or anything. It's crazy. Like, we ain't allowed to talk about certain things. You would think it couldn't really be that way, but it really is that way. Thank you, whoever the one person was that gave me the thumbs up. It said one person was in here watching, and I got one thumbs up, and now it's back to 0. The bird. Yeah, I was watching that Terrence Howard thing, the Joe Rogan podcast, and I didn't realize like he completely invented like AR and VR, literally. Like Sony, IBM, all of the companies that make virtual reality products and sell virtual reality products are citing his patent. 31 companies. I think it's like all the AR and VR on the planet. It's actually really impressive. I didn't think that it was that way. Sneak past this man. I think that's something that I'm just going to have to kind of bring up quite often now. Anytime that I'm doing a video or a live stream, just mention the fact that all the companies, 31 companies that are selling and making AR, which I believe is artificial reality, and VR, which is virtual reality technology, they all are using Terrence Howard's technology. He invented it. And then he said it was like a shakedown with people charging him fees. He paid like $250,000 for the patent, and then they just kept taking more money, and he let it lapse. Like, he let the patent go. So he's never gotten a dime for any of this stuff, but they still have to cite it because it's his technology. How's it going, fellas? So they still have to cite like 31 companies, Sony, IBM, or whatever, all the big ones, Microsoft. They all have to cite like, yeah, this is where we got this technology from, is this patent right here. All this matter, the matter of matter. I don't think he's gotten the opportunity to speak on it like he did with Joe Rogan. It's actually making sense. I've listened to him repeatedly, like all 3 hours and change of that podcast, not in order every single time, but I'm not done listening to it, but I continue to be like, wow, it's starting to make sense what he's saying. And it's not something that I'm not trying to be vague about it. And I am going to make a video, put my 2 cents in, or however you want to say it. But for right now, for this stream, I'm not going to go into detail too much because I don't want to You know what I mean? I don't want to say anything to even tarnish it into the ether because this was so pure and so good. The way that he made the visualization come with his voice when he was talking about it, like it's like you can see these things molding and forming and the connection of them and how it's flowing. It's like a flow state is how I see the universe now, listening to Terrence Howard talk about, you know, how these elements really behave. If elements is even the right word, elements might not be the right word. Noble gases, he used the term noble gases. I'm not sure what all the correct terminology is, but I feel like I can almost like see it now, listening to him explain at that time. It's just, if you haven't sat down and if you don't like Joe Rogan and all that stuff, I don't care. I do like Joe Rogan. I always have. A lot of people say bad things about him, and I've seen things that are questionable where he says he'll lie to his mom and to the public and everything if the government will show him UFOs and blah blah blah. But he's a comedian, and I don't care. And overall, from watching him, from what I can see or know about Joe Rogan from my phone, and I follow him on other platforms, is that I like him, and I always have liked him, and I like his perspective, his move on things, the way he does things, and the way he judges things and stuff. I like it. I like him. So I'm grateful that he gave Terrence Howard the chance to really talk, because it sounds like a lot of people like Neil deGrasse Tyson wasn't giving him that chance, and now we could actually hear like more of what he's trying to say. And I think Terrence Howard is trying to say how the universe is really working, and I guarantee you he's right. I'm sure there's more to it, and I don't think he knows everything or anything like that, but what he is saying is true. I can just tell, you know, when things just, they resonate a certain way, when you just know. So you might want to go check that out. More videos that come on it. Please like and subscribe to this channel. I'm Justin Michael Sims with 2 M's 320 on TikTok. Stay up.